You know, in cybersecurity, we're all constantly on the hunt for that next big thing, right? That next defensive edge. But what if the next massive leap forward isn't just a better tool, but a completely new way of thinking? Today, we're going to look beyond simple automation and dive into what the future of intelligent, adaptive defense really looks like. Okay, so before we can jump into the future, we have to get real about the present. And for most security operations centers, SOCs, the present feels a lot like this, just drowning. They're completely swamped by this constant, overwhelming sea of security alerts. And let's be honest, does this picture look familiar? It's a painful reality for so many teams out there. And this isn't some minor inconvenience, folks. It's a full-blown crisis of scale, speed, and complexity. Your analysts are fighting this constant uphill battle. And the sheer volume of noise, well, it makes finding the actual threats feel almost impossible. So what's behind this massive flood? Well, for starters, the sheer number of threats is just exploding. It's growing exponentially. Every single day, attackers are launching more sophisticated, more frequent attacks. It's a relentless barrage that our security teams are forced to sift through minute by minute. And it's not just the bad guys either. Our own digital worlds are getting incredibly complex. Think about it. Cloud everything, remote workforces, countless connected devices. I mean, the area we have to defend, our attack surface, is just constantly expanding. And every new piece creates more blind spots, more potential doors for attackers to walk through. So here's the real breaking point. You've got more threats than ever, a bigger area to defend, and just not enough people to do it. There's this chronic shortage of skilled security experts. The ones we do have on the front lines, they're burning out. They're suffering from what we call alert fatigue, and that is a dangerous place to be. It's when you've seen so many false alarms that you start to miss the real fires. So in response to this crisis, a really powerful solution came onto the scene: SOAR. You can think of it as the first real lifeline thrown to these struggling SOCs. It was designed specifically to bring some order to the chaos through automation. SOAR really tackled this problem head-on with three main ideas, three pillars. First, you have orchestration. This was all about connecting your different security tools so they could actually talk to each other. Then, automation. This took over all those boring, repetitive tasks, like blocking a bad IP address. And finally, response, which used standardized playbooks to handle incidents the same way every time. And let me tell you, it was an absolute game changer. It took response times from hours down to minutes and just slashed the number of manual errors. But you know how it is with technology. The landscape always shifts. And that lifeline, the one that saves so many SOCs, well, it's starting to fray. The speed and just the cleverness of modern attacks are really pushing traditional SOAR to its absolute breaking point. So why is that lifeline fraying? Well, a few big reasons. First, traditional SOAR is just rigid. Its playbooks are built on fixed rules. That means it really struggles with new attacks that don't fit the template. It's also siloed. It's laser-focused on security tools but often misses the bigger business picture. And at its core, it's reactive. It can't learn or adapt on its own. The foundation was solid, for sure, but yeah, the cracks are definitely starting to show. And this is where we make the leap. This is the exciting part. The next evolution isn't just a slightly better version of SOAR. Nope. It's a completely new approach called hyperautomation. And I want to be clear, this isn't just an upgrade. It's a total paradigm shift. So what exactly is hyperautomation? Well, Gartner calls it a business-driven approach. And the phrase you really need to latch onto here is as many business and IT processes as possible. See, this isn't just about security tasks anymore. It's about bringing in the heavy hitters, AI, machine learning, RPA, to automate and connect processes across the entire organization. Okay, here's probably the best way to picture the difference. Think of traditional SOAR as an old-school factory assembly line. It's really good at doing one specific set of tasks, over and over. Hyperautomation, on the other hand, that's like a modern smart factory. It doesn't just do the tasks, it learns, it adapts, it optimizes the entire end-to-end process using intelligence. We're moving from just automating tasks to automating whole, intelligent processes. All right, so what does this smart factory actually look like when you apply it to security? Let's break down how it builds this intelligent, interconnected engine that can handle a threat from the moment it appears to the moment it's gone. It really is a continuous cycle. First up, ingest. The system pulls in signals from everywhere, not just your security tools, but your IT systems too, giving it crucial context. Next, detect.
This is where AI and behavioral analytics come in to connect the dots, spotting weird, subtle behavior, not just the threats we already know about. Then we have case management. Here, AI helps triage the most critical cases and basically acts as an assistant to the human analysts. Number 4 is automation. This is where it executes entire response workflows, but, and this is key, it keeps a human in the loop for the big decisions. And finally, forensic response. It integrates that deep dive analysis to find the root cause, making sure the threat is gone for good.
Let's zoom in on that AI assistance for a second because this is really cool. We're talking about using large language models. Yeah, the same kind of tech behind things like ChatGPT to act as a true co-pilot for your security analysts. Imagine an AI that can summarize a super complex alert narrative into a few sentences, or draft an email to stakeholders for you, or even suggest new threat hunting queries. It can even translate dense malware analysis into simple, actionable steps. This is the key. It's all about augmenting human intelligence, not just replacing a few manual clicks.
So when you put all of these pieces together, what you get isn't just a faster, better automated system. No, what you get is a security posture that's truly intelligent, that understands context, and that's actually self-learning. And believe me, that changes the entire game.
So, what's the bottom line for a security team? What does this actually give you? Well, it means having automation that can genuinely think and adapt to brand new threats. It means orchestration that connects security's actions to the rest of the business. And ultimately, it frees up your best people, your analysts, from the boring, repetitive stuff. It helps you resolve threats way faster, and hey, it can even help you consolidate your tools, simplifying your stack and saving you money. It's the absolute definition of working smarter, not harder.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. For years and years, the main goal in cybersecurity has always been respond faster, right? But the real future, it isn't just about being faster, it's about being smarter. So ask yourself this. What if your security didn't just respond to bad things happening, but could actually understand, adapt, and maybe even predict them before they happen? That right there is the promise of hyperautomation.